Tutor evaluations is how a center stops hiring on a CV alone. Before a candidate teaches a single pupil, you run them through the full certification pipeline and the results stay with your center. They never appear on the candidate's public profile, so this is an honest hiring signal rather than a credential they shop around. The status filters along the top, invited, in progress, completed, cancelled, let you see at a glance where every candidate stands. New evaluation is the start. You can pick an existing center tutor, or an external candidate with a name and an email. Choose the subject and curriculum you are hiring for. The platform generates a secure link, valid for 2 weeks, that you email to them or hand over on a center device, and they complete the whole evaluation on it, with no account of their own. This is the candidate's side, what opens when they follow the link. No account, no password, the link is the credential. It names your center and the subject you are hiring for, and lays the 3 stages out in order, locked until the one before it passes. First, an adaptive subject exam. It climbs when they answer well and eases off when they do not, so it finds their ceiling in about 25 questions rather than 100. Then marking accuracy. They mark a set of real scripts, and the platform measures how close their marks land to the reference, whether they catch the planted errors, and whether they are biased, harsh or soft. Last, the teaching demo. Notice what the candidate is not shown. No scores, no marks, no rubric. They see whether a stage passed. The numbers are yours. The third stage is the one you cannot fake. The candidate is put in a live room with an AI student, a named learner at a real grade, and given a topic and a lesson plan they have not seen before. They teach it by voice, with a shared whiteboard, for about 10 minutes. The AI student behaves like a child. It answers, it gets confused, it holds a misconception and waits to see whether the candidate notices. Everything is transcribed, and every whiteboard action is logged, because a rubric that scores tool use has to know whether they actually used the board or just talked at the learner. And this is what you are paying for. The run comes back complete, stage by stage, with the numbers the candidate never sees. Noor scored 97 on the subject exam and 100 on marking accuracy, strong on both. The teaching demo scored 10, and it failed. Underneath is why, 6 criteria, each scored with the assessor's reasoning quoted from the transcript: explanation clarity, checking understanding, handling misconceptions, tool use, engagement and pacing, and online delivery. That last one matters more than people expect, because teaching down a video call is not teaching in a room. You add your own examiner notes, what you saw proctoring, what the references said, and then hire, or not. Either way it is documented, so months later you know exactly why this candidate is or is not standing in front of a class. That is the pipeline. Run every candidate through it before you hire, and you will know exactly who is standing in front of your pupils.